So what got you into real estate to start?
To start, it was because I was a military spouse. We were at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and I needed a job. And I saw that there was a transaction coordinator job, and I had no background in real estate. I just knew I needed to be doing something. So I took that on. And as I learned the business, I really fell in love with real estate. And so then I got my license. I became the director of sales and marketing for a new construction real estate team there in Fayetteville. And then when I moved to Virginia Beach, I started working in residential real estate when I got here as well. But then I transitioned into commercial real estate several years ago because it was just something, as much as I love real estate, I found that my passion was a little bit different direction than helping people buy houses. So I got onto the commercial side.
Got it. So you started in the residential side of it
Mhm.
and realized that commercial was how did you figure that out for yourself from the commercial side of it?
Somebody actually suggested it to me. A friend of mine I was talking to, and I was thinking about maybe doing something completely different. I didn't know what to do. And he said, based on your personality, maybe you should look at commercial real estate because people make decisions in commercial real estate more based on the bottom line instead of that emotional decision that's in residential when people are buying a house. And I just put some thought into it after he mentioned that. And I was like, well, yeah, I love real estate. I'd hate to get out of it just because I'm not feeling super passionate about helping people get over that wall color whenever they walked into the house, getting past the fact that somebody else sat on that toilet before and those types of things whenever they were purchasing a
So
house. So
is it fair to say that residential real estate is more emotional decisions? Is that what you're saying than
yeah.
commercial real estate, which is very much just black and white? Like,
So interestingly enough, commercial real estate does have some of that emotion tied to it, especially what I do in office leasing and sales, because you have people like the employees who will be basically living in that office space 8 hours a day. So that part of it is an emotional side. But then when it comes down to who's paying the rent, the business owner, then that is really black and white. And so that's what I kind of gravitate towards is those types of decisions. But yes, residential real estate, and it should be an emotional decision. It's your house, it's where you're going to live. And so it's just that is so much a part of it. And it wasn't something that I really enjoyed dealing with so much. Nothing wrong with it at all. It was just my personality didn't necessarily mesh with that.
What was the most difficult thing that you experienced transitioning from residential to the commercial side?
Well, it was that I'm not from this area, and people who've been in commercial real estate, it seems like they start off doing that right out of college and they are local and they know everybody. And that's a huge thing. It's a relationship business. And so since I was new to the area and new to the business, I didn't have those connections. So that was the most difficult thing. And I feel like, start off a smart way of learning the business, which was to be an administrator first for a commercial firm. And I learned that behind the scenes and the paperwork and the lingo and heard the phone conversations. But when it came time to actually building relationships, I had been sitting behind a desk for so long. So that was just really difficult to say, hey, everybody, here's what I'm doing and here's why you should hire me to help you. But nobody knew who I was.
it's interesting.